Hello everybody and welcome back. Well, judging by this, I think you guys know what time it is. Also judging by this, you should know what time it is. That there is not an Audi A4 in that parking spot. That is just our truck. Truck usually parks there. Audi is gone. And well, the Audi has been converted from German metal and plastic into American currency. Okay. So, welcome back to another car buying video. I'm very excited. The car I believe that I'm going to be buying, if it checks out when we go and look at it here, is going to be a 2007 LEXUS ES350. So, here's the rub. I wanted to get a Mercedes-Benz. I wanted to get a 2008 Mercedes E320 BlueTech diesel. Well, that didn't work out because we are DIY mechanics in the Riffle House, and when it comes to that, it's my loving, hardworking father that usually does a lot of the, well, okay, let's be honest here. He's the one who works on the cars. I do help, but he had no interest whatsoever in working on a Mercedes-Benz because it's turbocharged, it's diesel. He doesn't know how to work on diesels. It's got all kinds of computers. You can brick the car by just doing a brake job, so I don't know, something about that just wasn't appealing to him. So he said no Mercedes. I'm like, okay, that's cool. However, he's a big fan of Toyotas. He himself owns a 93 Toyota Land Cruiser, which you've seen many times on this channel. It's a beautiful car. We rescued it out of the woods. Had a bad head gasket and we built it back up from the ground up. We fixed it. It's got almost 300,000 miles on it. It runs like it's new. So he loves and he trusts Toyotas. And most people do, because Toyota, the Japanese know how to build reliable cars. This Lexus, it only has a regular naturally aspirated V6 engine. It doesn't have any fancy turbo or superchargers or anything weird like that that can cost you thousands to repair. You don't need a $5,000 scan tool to do basic maintenance like you do on some Mercedes. And yeah, so that's about it. I'm pretty excited to check out this car. There's one other car I'm going to check out. I'm also going to check out a 2005 I want to say Audi every single time that I try to bring this car up, and it is not okay because it is not an Audi. Okay. I'm going to be checking out a 2005 Acura RL, and you're probably like, but Isaac, you've already had an Acura. I'm like, yes, I have. I had an Integra, and well, an Integra is about as far as you can get from luxury, so yeah, that I wouldn't really count that, I guess. But the RL, that's their flagship luxury. It's got a V6, doesn't get as good as fuel mileage as the Lexus does, but we'll check that one out too. The thing I like about that one is it's about $2,000 cheaper, so if it checks out, who knows. But I'm mainly interested in the Lexus because the Lexus is newer, it has less miles, because this Acura has 213,000 miles on it. And I'm not going to be able to resell that, so yeah, the only way I could make my money back off of that is if I had if I was able to hand me down it to my little sister, who will begin driving soon, but I don't think she would be particularly interested. So I'll probably just go with the Lexus, and my plan is to work my way up to a Mercedes once I graduate and I have a steady full-time job, so I can either lease one or make payments on one and be able to afford taking it to a dealership and having a warranty, because if those things break, you need the right tools to fix them. So, well, alright, let's do this. We are going to head out to Kansas City and we're going to take a look. Wish us luck. Hopefully there will be a new car in that spot when we get home. Whether it's an Acura or a Lexus, probably a Lexus. Alright, I'll see you guys then. By the way, I don't want to like make the seller nervous with everything, so I'm just gonna film with my iPhone. Sorry, it's just gonna be the way I'm gonna do it. I don't want to bring a big camera and put it in his face, so. Alright, with all that said, let's do it. Alright guys, I'll see you there. Are you ready to go look at cars?
I mean, it's not my most exciting thing to do today.
Wait, which one are you most excited about?
The Lexus, I guess.
The Lexus, okay. We're going to look at the Acura right now. Okay, everybody, so I need to be honest with you here for a second. I actually recorded this video about a month ago. Yeah, yikes. I've been driving a new car for a month and I haven't told you guys. I'm very sorry. Anyways, I just wanted to catch you up to speed a little bit because I didn't end up getting as much footage as I should have. So shortly after this, we went and we checked out that Audi RL. See guys, I did it again. Even now, I did it again. I went and checked out that Acura RL. It was all right, I guess. It was in better shape than we thought it was going to be. Nevertheless, we went ahead and proceeded to go and look at that Lexus ES350. And from the pictures, the ES350 looked really good. However, once we actually got there and saw it in person, it had a lot of issues that the seller did not disclose. It had check engine lights on. It had a bunch of steering wheel buttons worn, all kinds of red flags and stuff going on. It had squeaks and all kinds of just crazy stuff. So nevertheless, we walked away from that one. So what we ended up doing later on is there was actually a 2007 Lexus GS350 that popped up on the market shortly after, or shortly before we were going to go to look at the cars. It just came up that morning. It was out of my price range, and I was already pretty set on the ES350, so I didn't really care about it. I did go ahead and ask the guy for information, and he didn't get back to me until we were on the way to look at the ES350. And after we saw the ES350, we were like, okay, this thing's a basket case. And then I ended up giving the guy a call back. And I went to his house to check it out, and I had a certain amount of money with me that I had determined that I would buy the ES350 with if it checked out, which it didn't. So I told him that I would buy it for that much, and he was stubborn on price. After I looked at the GS350, and the GS350 was amazing. It was luxurious. It was beautiful. It was in good shape. It didn't have any lights or anything on. It was just a really, really nice, beautiful riding car that was just previously owned by an older woman. So, yeah, it appeared that this car was going to be a pretty good option for me. However, it was pretty far out of my price range by, about $700. In the grand scheme of things, $700 isn't very much when it comes to buying cars, but it is not what I had budgeted for. So then I went home, talked it over with my parents, and I was able to negotiate him. I was able to use my shrewd negotiation skills to get him down a whopping $300 or so from what his asking price was. I know. Because he had actually had other people looking to buy it at the time that were going to pay full price, but he had already told me he'd give me a couple $100 off, so he ended up giving it to me instead. So I had to scramble around and get more money, go to ATMs, and then we went back up there the next morning, back to Kansas City, and that is, the next clip I'm about to show you is shortly after I ended up deciding to buy the GS350. Guys, I bought one. I'm driving it home right now. Oh my goodness. Can't believe it. All right, let's get her home. All right, I got something home. Check it out, you guys. This is a 2007 Lexus GS350. All right. Guys, this thing is clean. Look at this beautiful car. I haven't even detailed it yet, really. I'm working on doing that right now. I gonna clay bar it and got this stuff here for the this stuff here for the interior to get all the dust and out of the cracks in the interior. I just spent about, oh, I don't know, an hour almost at a Tommy's Express car wash. If you've never been there, they have free vacuums and they also have free floor mat cleaners as well. So I'll just give you a quick peek at the interior. I'm not going to give you a full tour yet because I haven't detailed everything up real nice. But as you can see, this car is beautiful. It's a gorgeous black leather interior with all kinds of cool features. Here, I'll go and start it up for you guys. I mean, it's a clean car. And it's reliable too, so go ahead and show you what the engine looks like. Well, there you go. Gonna detail under here as well. And this comes off. I'm gonna wash that up real nice. I'm gonna wash all these covers, get them nice and clean. So here's the before picture of the engine. And yeah, you guys, so let's get to work. So now what we're gonna do, sorry, I don't want to get no copyright strike. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we are going to clay bar this thing because, well, it needs to be clay barred. It's got all kinds of like particulate and stuff that's in the paint, and I want to get that out of there. So what I'm going to do first is, even though I already have washed it at a car wash, I'm going to go ahead and just pull it out into the driveway, and I'm going to just give it a quick rub and power wash it. While I'm at it, I'm also going to wash Dad's Land Cruiser because, well, it's been sitting for a long time, and I think that would be a blessing to him. So let's go ahead and just wash these two guys up. Got Dad's car nice and clean. Check it out. Beautiful. I'm such a good son. Okay, back to this clay barring. So if you like run your fingers over your paint and you can feel like grit to it, or it doesn't feel like smooth, like if you run your fingers over glass, then that means that there's like dirt and stuff that's like trapped in your clear coat. And then that's what these things are for. Okay, so this is a bottle of water and dish soap, just a little bit of dish soap and water. And then what you want to do, you just want to spray the surface of your car down with it. Get it nice and lubricated. And you want to take your clay bar, flatten it out a little bit, and then you just want to move your clay with light pressure across the paint, all around where that soap is. And it should feel smooth. It should not have much of a resistance. And you can see it's starting to pull stuff out of the paint there. I already did the hood yesterday, so I probably won't do it again. But yeah, that's how you do that. So just, you know, generally spray bottle in one hand, clay bar in the other, spray it down, and then clay it up. And then when you're done with that, you can either wipe it down with a cloth, or you can just spray it off with a hose, which is what I'll be doing. And then when you're done clay barring, you're going to want to make sure that you're going to put a good coat of wax on the car as well. Wow.
Sweet emotions. Don't push down on it, just let it glide.
That looks cool.
edges.
Well, all right, everyone, here it is. It is all polished up now and ready to go. This is a beautiful car. I am really enjoying it so far. Out here at a nice lake to show it off to you guys. I thought that it would be a good background for this. So, yeah, I mean, here it is, a 2007 Lexus GS350. It's in a nice jade black sort of color. And yeah, it's gorgeous from all angles. It's really a beautiful car, and I feel very happy and proud to be the owner of this beautiful Japanese piece of art here. As you can see, it's sleek from all corners. It's got everything you would want in a luxury car. I mean, this paint, look how nice this paint is now after I really took care of it and polished it up. And the interior is my favorite part after I have it all detailed up now. You just take a look here. It is gorgeous. Put it up for you from the inside here. Backlit gauges, infotainment system, Bluetooth for calls. They hadn't figured out how to do it for audio quite yet. Heated and cooled seats, traction control, and then Lexus, they did this really cool thing here. This is a switches that you won't use as much. And to save space, it's right there. So, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, air conditioning works a little too good. I'm finding myself getting cold. It's got a sunroof. And it is a little unhappy right now because the tire pressure is low. I haven't had a chance to get to that yet. But let me go ahead and show you what it looks like under the hood. .5-liter V6, naturally aspirated, so it's going to be easier to work on. And this is the all-wheel drive version, so the engine is not transversely mounted. Alright, let's go for a ride. Steering wheel comes straight forward for you, which is nice. It has regular drive, it being an automatic, and it also has a manual sport mode if you're into that kind of thing. Don't want you guys to go flying here. And it drives so smoothly. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's comfortable. You got the cooled and heated seats. The reason I got this and got rid of the Audi is because the Audi is just, you know, there's the German reliability factor, starting to get a lot of miles on it. Didn't get great gas mileage. And just stuff like that. So I can see the camera's wobbling on me a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull off so I can fix that. And when you put your foot in it, it moves. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay. It's a beautiful car. It's fast, it's comfortable, it's fun. It's everything that you could want in a car. It is 13 years old, so it's getting a little bit old, but it's got all kinds of cool features that you want, like the touchscreen radio and you know, the technology stuff. But Toyota's usually been fairly conservative on the technology they actually implement into their vehicles, because Toyota is all about reliability, and if they put all kinds of fancy new experimental computer tech in their cars, they will they'll worry that will threaten their reliability. Like what Mercedes did is they would put, like, you know, over 80 computers into one car, and well, when you have computers go wrong, especially in German cars, then that can pose to be quite an issue. Trying to track down what computer is being an issue, and how exactly much it's going to cost to get a new one or repair it. So yeah, Toyota is, because Toyota owns LEXUS, if you guys didn't know that. So that's what their their main concern is with that, from what I believe. So also, what's nice about this car is it's got tinted windows aside from the windshield, obviously, because for legal reasons you can't tint your windshield. So these are nice and tinted, keeps it cooler in here. And yeah, guys, it's really an amazing, beautiful car, and I love it. And it was worth quite a bit more than the Audi was, but you're getting all of that reliability. And one thing I've always really wanted was this wood wrapped steering wheel. This car delivers on that with this beautiful red wood right here, and red handles at the bottom as well, and that's just a nice smooth red wood that this car has. And the seller that I got it from, they didn't even want to sell it. It was his wife's car, and they had multiple cars, and they had an RV, and they went to and from Kansas and Florida and things like that, so they just didn't need this car, and so they reluctantly sold it to me, because I guess they needed the money, or it just wasn't feasible for them to have 3 cars for just an older family of 2. They had had the car for 6 years, and they loved it. They took good care of it. So I'm not super happy with the gas mileage I'm getting at the moment, but I'm not going to judge that until I actually get a full tank of fuel in here, because I've been doing a lot of idling, and like what you saw just there when I demonstrated its quick acceleration for you. So one other thing is you do have to put premium fuel in here. I was able to get away with putting unleaded in the Audi, but in this car you do need to put premium fuel, which is a bit of a downside, but I'm willing to deal with that for how nice of a car it is. You know, if you pay for a nice car, you need to put nice fluids in it. So, well, all right, you guys. This is my new LEXUS, and I plan to keep it for a couple of years. I'm going to keep it at least until I'm done with high school, and we'll see where that takes me after there. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for supporting the channel. Sorry I've been delaying uploads lately. I've started back work, so that's occupying a lot of my time at the moment. And in addition to that, Telebyte News channel is still happening. I just haven't had much time to get more stories together, because, you know, like I said, work and stuff like that. School's going to be starting next month for me, so I'm gonna try to keep getting videos out, but it'll be a little tight. So yeah, guys. So thanks again so much for watching. I appreciate it. Every time I hit the brakes, the camera goes forward, which is really cool. It's a nice feature. And yeah, I hope you guys have a terrific rest of your day, your morning, your evening, whatever time it might be for you when you're watching this. I just wiped out. Man. Oh, man. This is what I go through to make videos for you guys.